Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. We had a little technical difficulty. We got new phones and we didn't have the right cords to plug everything in.
Yeah, I
So
forgot that.
Gary's been running around trying to get stuff. So, anyway, happy Tuesday. I'm so glad you're here. Let us know how you are.
Don't give any major announcements yet until we populate.
No major announcements. What was the major
I
announcement?
don't know.
Was there a
We
major
got major
announcement?
announcements. Yes, we
I don't
did.
know. So anyway,
I
so
only
let
see
us know
one.
you're
Oh,
here.
shoot.
How are you? We have Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. Let us know what fills your heart with gratitude. Hi, Gina Adams. Hello, friends. These are my friends. Anyway, welcome. Happy Tuesday. We turned in our old phones because mine was, on its last leg, and when I fell and broke my arm, I shattered it, and so we got new phones and didn't realize that all the cords are different. So
Well,
Gary,
I realized I just didn't remember, and I needed because it's a great thing that iPhone 15s now are USB-C. It should have been for a long time. It was always so stupid that Apple had a whole different cord than anybody else in tech, so because they just make more money on it now. It's USB-C, but I was just trying to hook up my setup, and this is all technical information.
yeah, they don't want to know.
No,
Nobody really
I'm going to
wants.
say it
Who
anyway.
wants
I'm
to
going to say
know
anyway.
that?
So what happened is that I needed a regular. I needed a large USB to a small USB-C cord, which I can get, but I didn't have it the ready. So I realized I can still use my old phone as the camera because it's being the camera right now. And because
And he
we haven't
realized
turned it
it.
in yet, and I realized I did that,
He
so that
realized that
saved
2 minutes before we were
that
done. Yeah.
saved that saved the day. That was about
Cinda and
5:28.
Brian are here. They said happy, and today's our 30th wedding anniversary. 30 years ago today, we said I do. And Peter Krantz, we're thankful for you too. I'm sending you some
That's
big
the
love.
big announcement. It's our 30th, and besides being
big
our thanks and giving show, it is our 30th wedding anniversary. She said yes to me 30 years ago, and she actually married me
Now I've
again.
been saying no ever since.
Oh shoot! You know what I forgot, honey? You have to get up and get something.
Oh no!
You have to go and get the song list that's in the
I'll
printer.
get it. Okay, Miss Woohoo's here. Hi, Patty
Hi, Patty. I'll take over
Silvershire
for you. I'll pretend I'm you.
and Dale and Adrian. I hope they're here. So many fun friends.
Hi. I'm filling in for Danny, so I'll say things like "I love you" and "You matter" and all the great things that Danny says. All right, so you just put the top by the no, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. See that one piece of blue tape? Just push the top against that, and then you're moving the camera a little bit. Just push those right there. Okay, I'm gonna straighten my keyboard up a little bit. I think. There we go. Are you all right? How's it still look good?
It looks beautiful.
Or did you move the screen over?
Yes, I moved the screen over. I'm all good. We
have Okay, so we're doing
Warwick, we have Bonnie Beckman.
So I didn't really get to rehearse anything today because I was shopping all day. I had to go back pick up the turkey.
Gary spatchcocking.
I'm spatchcocking tomorrow. Does anyone know what spatchcocking is?
I'm sure Peter Krantz does.
Peter Krantz does, I'm sure.
Hi, Suzanne Stewart.
Sam is here. Sam Warwick, and Suzanne and Bob Fischera.
So many great friends. Thank you for being here. You guys matter.
We love you. We miss you all. We want to see more of you in the flesh. But speaking of flesh, I picked up turkey today, and I'll be spatchcocking it, which means you remove the backbone of the turkey, then you turn it over and you break the back, and it lies flat. It cooks much quicker, and it stays moist, and you don't have to, it's not a 4 or 5 hour cooking thing. It's about an hour and a half. So it makes it much easier. I did it last year, and it looked like Dexter on our dining room table because it was, implements of torture all the way through.
So anyway, Bob Fischera said it sounds painful.
Well, for the turkey, although I think the turkey's already experiences his last pain.
So happy you're here.
I want to apologize to Patty, who doesn't like me drinking out of plastic water bottles, but I didn't have time to fill up my glass bottle. So
Henry Phillips is here. Hi,
the great Henry Phillips. If you guys want to get a laugh find Henry Phillips on Twitter. I just left Twitter X because I was getting too many people. I was getting too many tweets or X's. I don't know what they call them now. Too many of them from like people I didn't really want to hear from and didn't care about. So I just went off. But Henry has all kinds of funny stuff that he's done there and on Instagram. You should look him up.
Henry
I think
Phillips,
he's
ladies and
maybe
gentlemen.
Hen Lips. He might be Hen Lips on
Are you Hen
on
Lips?
Twitter, but or X.
I like that name. And Live
X.
Music is here. I know you told me your name, but I can't remember. So tell me who you are. We love that you're here and you're sharing the music.
We can't remember anything. I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm going to be stumbling through these tunes because I haven't practiced any of them, but I have played them before. So I hopefully will be able to do it. So the first song I'm going to do is a song by Paul McCartney's brother. Mike McGear was his.
Wait, Paul McCartney has a brother?
Yes, he has a brother. His name was Mike McCartney, but he called himself Mike McGear because gear was a Liverpudlian adjective for cool or groovy, and he called himself Mike McGear. He had a band called Scaffold, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him after I do the song. But here we go. I'm going to sing. It's called "Thank You Very Much," and I'm going to do it in an English accent. Test. Oh, here we go. Oop, I got to go one page back. There we go. So it starts with a clock sound, which I'm not going to do. It looks like. What the hell is that? Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the birds and bees. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the birds and bees. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the family circle. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the family circle. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, 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 very much. You don't know how much they all mean, but they seem much better in my dreams. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for love. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for love. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Sunday joint. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Sunday joint and a cultural heritage, national beverage, being fat, Union Jack, nursery rhymes, Sunday Times, napalm bomb, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very, 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 very much. It was simply spiffing and true. Now let me whisper, I love you. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for the Aintree iron. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for playing this record. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for playing this record. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for our gracious team. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for our gracious team. Thank you very, very, very much.
I like that one. Thank you very much.
That
Thank
was
you very much for
fun
being
song.
here. But
How
it would
many
be
baby boomers recommend that? Nobody like in Sam's age or anything like that will know what that is. But that was a baby boomer thing where Paul McCartney has a brother. Oh, he did this song. So.
wouldn't that be painful to be Paul McCartney's brother?
Well, I've known quite a few people who are the less famous relative of a famous person, and some of them are very, very extremely
They're
talented.
happy being not
They're
famous.
well, they've made peace with everything. I mean, I'm a great songwriter whose brother is really, really a famous rock star, but he is a great, great songwriter. Had a lot of success on his own, but yeah, I guess it is a little difficult. Thank God my kids don't have to worry about that.
My mom's here. Betty Hoffman, the matriarch of the family's here. And Anna T. Rayner's here. Hi, Anna. Sending you big
Anna.
love.
Was your birthday recently?
And it's her birth. I think it was her birthday. And Tara Covington.
Hi,
We're
Tara.
So happy you're here. And George
Very
Fidel.
glad to have you here.
Hi,
yes,
George.
you guessed it, Tara. That's exactly
Toby
right.
Simmons. And Deanna Herrera, Texas is in the
Oh,
house.
George Bennell's in Encinitas. I think he's at a fancy beach house.
Oh, are you the fancy beach house, George?
I
I
think
hope
he
you're
is.
walking. You're close to my mom. She lives in Solana Beach. Then
George
you guys
Bennell,
are right next door.
my dear friend, who was one of the founding members of Strawberry Alarm Clock, and is playing with us at the 2 concerts we're doing with the Tribe, December 3rd at Soho Club in Santa Barbara, and December 10th at Bogies in Westlake Village. We would love to see you out there. I think there's still tickets for the late show, the 8 p.m. show for Bogies. I will put information in, or it's on my Facebook page. So we would love to see you out there. Peter Michael McCartney was born 7th of January 1944, known professionally as Mike McGear, is an English performing artist and photographer who was a member of the groups The Scaffold and Grims. He's the younger brother of Paul McCartney. At the time the Beatles became successful, Mike McCartney was working as an apprentice hairdresser. Mike worked in the hairdressers alongside future actor Lewis Collins. However, he was also a member of the Liverpool comedy poetry music group The Scaffold, which included Roger McGough and John Gorman, and had formed in 1962. McCartney decided to use a stage name so as not to appear to be riding on his brother's coattails. After first dubbing himself Mike Blank, he settled on Mike McGear, Gear being the Liverpudlian equivalent of Fab. The band was subsequently signed to Parlophone. The Scaffold recorded a number of UK hits, including Lily the Pink, and which was a Christmas #1 single. And he composed Thank You Very, Very Much. And in the 80s, after retiring from music, Mike McCartney decided to end the use of McGear's pseudonym and revert to the use of his family name, which was a wise choice, I think, probably.
John Mitchell's here.
John.
We're so happy you're here. Sending you lots of love.
All right, the next song, I don't know if you remember. I can't remember. What was
remember.
Stan? That was the name of the Eminem song that he sampled Dido's song "Thank You." And the song "Thank You" is a song written by and performed by English singer-songwriter Dido, Florian Cloud de Bounevaille, O'Malley Armstrong. She has 5 names. Born on Christmas Day, 1971. The song made its first appearance in 1998 on the soundtrack of the movie Sliding Doors. It was later included on her 1999 debut album No Angel. And Eminem's critically acclaimed #1 single Stan samples the first verse of the song for its chorus. Dido herself appears in the music video for Stan alongside Devon Sawa as the pregnant girlfriend of an obsessed, suicidal, and homicidal Eminem fan, and has made appearances on Eminem's tours to perform the song. When Eminem performed Stan live at the 2001 Grammy Awards, Elton John sang the Dido sample as he played keyboard during the performance. She did not want to do the video at first, as she was uncomfortable with the scene in the video where she had to be tied up and have her mouth covered with duct tape, but later agreed to it and got along well with Eminem and the crew on set. In North America, the video usually aired with the trunk scene censored. So there you go. All right, here's
Kathy Goodman's here. Hi,
Hi, Kathy.
And John Pratt's here too. Highlands
he just got
Jams.
he just got out of the doctor's today.
How you doing, John?
Yeah.
And
I
my
hope
brother was here. My older brother was here. He was checking in from Singapore, I
Oh,
think is where
yay.
he is. Hi.
Excellent.
Hi,
What time
everybody.
is it in
Sending
Singapore?
love.
Probably morning.
Tomorrow
sometime.
morning. And my little brother's here. It's a Hoffman family affair. I love it. All right.
Okay.
You go ahead and sing.
Here we go. See if I
us.
can remember
You
how
do
this
it.
song goes. My tears gone cold, I wonder why I got out of bed alone. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'd be all be great. But your picture on my wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I drank too much, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and there'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even if I'm there, they're all imply that I might not last the day. Then you call me, and it's not so bad, it's not so bad. And I want to thank you giving me the best day of my life. Oh, just to be with you is having the best day of my life. Push the door, I'm home at last, and I'm smoking through and through. Then you handed me a towel, and all I see is you. And even if my house falls down now, I wouldn't have a clue because you're near me. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. Now, just to be with you is having me the best day of my life. And I want to thank you for giving me the best day of my life. And oh, just to be with you is having me the best day of my life. The best day of my life.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's a cool
beautiful.
song.
It's the best day of my life.
And
I like
I'm also, for those of you who joined late, it is our 30th anniversary
30th
today.
wedding
So besides
anniversary.
doing a thanking for Thanksgiving and giving thanks for all the stuff that we are grateful for, I'm grateful for my fantastic wife, Danelle Stockdale. And so I will
thankful for you
be bowing down to her in supplication for most of the
for the
evening.
rest of your life.
So we have some requests here. I think this next one is, I think, Dottie Berman, the
I haven't
Wandots.
seen the
I think.
Wandots here yet. We
They
have
may
so
not be
many
here
friends
yet.
here tonight. I love it.
I love John
Oh,
Mitchell's here. I'm
John
so happy
Mitchell's
that he's here.
and hi,
Achilles
Luke.
fan is here.
Luke's here. Achilles fan. We
Oh,
know.
that's Luke. Excellent.
And sending you guys some big love out there. Let us know what you're grateful for. We're grateful that you come and listen to us every night, and we get to share with you some music. And I hope you have a chance to open your heart and let some of the love in. Debbie and Robert are here.
Yay.
Hi, friends.
I bought a bunch of big leeks. I like leeks. Leeks are great. They're like
really
huge, big green
they didn't
onions.
fit in the vegetable
They're
drawer. I'm like, what?
fantastic.
I didn't even know what they were. I'm like, what are these?
Leeks. Well, you've had potato leek soup, haven't you? Ever?
Yeah, but I've never
It's
seen them.
LEEK.
Never seen them when they come out of the garden.
Oh, they're great. They're fabulous.
Anyway, thank you.
All right, so so I did get a request from Dottie for a Beatles song called "Thank You Girl." Very early Beatles song. I think it was on the VJ album, the Introducing the Beatles album in the United States. I think either that or it was on Meet the Beatles. Peter would know. So let's see.
I wanted to say that Henry Phillips says his anniversary, their third anniversary is tomorrow. So he says they're exactly 90% behind us.
Happy anniversary, 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 happy anniversary to you. It's happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Sung to the tune of the William Tell Overture.
Wedding anniversary.
That's right. That's great.
From 3 to 30. There you go. And Scott Pierce here.
It's very easy. Hey, Scott. Scott's here. Oh, I'm not doing any heavy metal right now, but I will have my electric guitar up here. Henry, just the only advice we can give you that I can give you is just you're wrong all the time. Just remember that you are wrong. Right, honey?
Wrong. I don't say you're wrong all the time.
No, but
I never say you're
you always
wrong.
admit to being wrong.
Don't be poopy. Well,
All right.
I like it when you admit you're wrong. It feels it feels really good.
I do that
when you
off.
do
I do that
that.
often. It's
I like it when I
happy wife, happy life, as they say.
anyway.
There's no rhyme for happy husband. All right, so here we go. So you've been good to me. You made me glad when I was blue. And eternally, I'll always be in love with you. And all I gotta do is thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I could tell the world a thing or two about our love. I know, little girl, only a fool would doubt our love. And all I gotta do is thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl, for loving me the way that you do. Way that you do. That's the kind of love that is too good to be true. And all I gotta do is thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Oh, oh, you've been good to me. You made me glad when I was blue. And eternally, I'll always be in love with you. And all I gotta do is thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Oh, 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 oh. Those are the kind of Beatles songs that.
I don't think I know that one.
Yeah, you've heard it probably, but those are the Beatles songs that they kind of go, they weren't very good. That when they talk about them later,
I don't think I knew
they
that
were
one. I
quick
think I might have learned something new.
album cuts, because in the old days you had to do an album, and there were like maybe 3 really hit songs on the album if you were lucky, but the rest were filler. That's what they did, because they had to turn out an album every X number of months to fulfill their contract. So, but
Yeah.
we love them because we grew up with them and we like the songs. But it's not a fantastic Beatles
Do you
song.
know all the Beatles songs? You know every single
No,
one?
I know a lot of them though, and it always drives me crazy when
Something
I
to
hear
look for.
somebody doing the wrong chord
Something to shoot for.
when they're
Nancy
playing the wrong chord.
Johnson's here. Hi, friend. Sending you some big love out there. So
Who's
glad
that?
you're here. Nancy Johnson.
Oh, Nancy. Hi. Yeah, she
We're
came
so-
last week.
We're so happy you're here.
Excellent. All right. This is, I believe, a Toby Simmons request. She actually sent me the version by ZZ Top, but I'm going to be a little closer to Sam and Dave's version. This is a song called "I Thank You," and this song. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Sam and Dave. I know you did the ZZ Top. I'll have to do a ZZ Top version one of these days. But Sam and Dave were an American soul and R&B duo who performed together from 61 to 81. The tenor, higher voice, was Sam Moore, born 1935, and the baritone, lower voice, was Dave Porter. Nicknamed Double Dynamite, the Sultans of Sweat and the dynamic duo for their gritty gospel-influenced, infused performances, Sam and Dave are considered one of the greatest live acts of the 60s. I Thank You is a song written by Dave Porter and Isaac Hayes. Originally recorded by Sam and Dave, the single was Sam and Dave's finally released on Stax Records, reaching number 9 on the Billboard Pop Singles chart and number 4 on the R&B chart. Shortly after its release, Stax severed its distribution deal with Atlantic Records, and Sam and Dave, who were actually signed to Atlantic and loaned out to Stax, began recording for Atlantic proper. The song begins with Sam's spoken introduction that goes, "I want everybody to get off your seat, get your arms together and your hands together, and give me some of that old soul clapping." That's how it begins. I'm not going to do that in the song because not going to. Anyway, Sam and Dave were known for having a very tumultuous partnership during most of their 21 years together. According to Moore, they did not speak to each other off stage for almost 13 years. During the 1970s, they broke up many times and typically would show up separately for shows, require separate dressing rooms, not look at each other on stage, and communicate through intermediaries. They also had performances in the 1970s when only one of them would show up, leading to the eventual departure of Moore and the continuation of the name Sam and Dave by Prater, pairing with vocalist Sam Daniels. Moore describes personal issues with Prater, drug use, touring fatigue, and a desire to go in to do his own act with new material as contributing to the breakup and replacement of Dave. So Dave's not here. Cheech and Chong. All right, so I'm going to stumble through this song. I didn't get a chance to run over it, so.
It's one of your many talents. You cannot really practice a song and still do it. Let's see who wrote. Peter Krantz. Peter said those were his requests. Those are good requests,
oh, good.
Peter.
Very good.
I have to mute myself.
You didn't have to love me like you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to squeeze me like you did, but you did. And I thank you. You took your love to somewhere else. I wouldn't know what it meant to be loved to death. You made me feel like I've never felt. Kisses so good I had to holler for help. You didn't have to squeeze me, but you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to hold me, but you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Every day was something new. Pull out your bag and you'll find to do. You got me trying things and new things too, just so I can keep up with you. You didn't have to shake me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to make it like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. All my life I've been shortchanged. Without your love, baby, it's a crying shame. And now I know what the fellas are talking about when they say that they've been turned down. I wanna thank you. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. Oh, thank you. You didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Thank you, baby. Oh, baby. Thank you, baby. Woo. Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, baby.
I thank you, baby.
All right, there we go.
My baby for 30 years.
I think that was Toby Simmons' request as well.
And Peter Krantz says Bonnie Raitt might have covered that song too. I think you're right.
It's a great song.
Sounds like I could totally hear her.
It's a jam song. It's like, chords of blues and progression and just yelling.
Robert Mine made it. He was in the wrong. He was in the
Wrong show.
wrong show.
You and
That's
you
okay.
and Betty.
You and my mother and you and my mom. Gary's, I sometimes end up in the wrong show. So I got to tell you, Gary's wearing a blue sparkly shirt. I like his blue sparkle.
I do this. I wear this song on shows a lot. I
You like
now
it.
now
I like it.
I don't know if Felice is here, but I got a request from my dear friend Felice Mancini to do this
I
song that
haven't
she
seen her.
wrote.
I don't know. She might be on. Sometimes if they're on YouTube, if they don't tell me they're here, I don't know they're here.
Well, this is many years ago in the late 70s and early 80s. I became very close friends with Felice Mancini, who's Henry's daughter. She's a great person. She now runs the. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about what she does. Felice wrote this song as a gift to her parents, Henry and Ginny Mancini. It was a poem that she had written. Henry loved it so much that he set it to music. Henry was recording at RCA one day. The Carpenters were in the next studio. Turns out they needed something to fill a space on their next album. So Henry gave them the song, and the rest is history. You can hear this song on one of their albums. I don't know which one it is, but it might be on here. I might be down below here. It was sung on a Robert Young variety show, actually. You remember Robert Young, who was Marcus Welby, and also what was it? Father Knows Best. That was boy. I pulled that out of the memory banks. Felice heads up the Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation, which is a 501c3 organization established in 1996 by Michael Kamen, the composer for the motion picture Mr. Holland's Opus. It's headquartered in Studio City. According to the foundation's website, Mr. Holland's Opus Foundation donates musical instruments to music programs when students have access to a music curriculum but lack the resources and support base to adequately keep up with equipment loss due to attrition, depreciation, and wear over time. An infusion of instruments and repairs enables more students to participate and experience a quality music education. The stated goal is to help children achieve their greatest potential and to close the gap that exists in underserved communities. The foundation was inspired by the acclaimed motion picture Mr. Holland's Opus, the story of the profound effect a dedicated music teacher had on all generations of students. Michael Kamen, who wrote the score for the film, started the foundation in 1996 as his commitment to the future of music education. Sadly, Michael did not live long enough to see the full results of his dream, but his legacy will deepen each time a child has the opportunity to play music through their work. Felice started singing professionally with her twin sister, Monica, at age 15 and studied music at the Lamont School of Music and the University of Denver. Excuse me. For 5 years, Felice was involved with the production of Disney's Young Musicians Symphony Orchestra and managed their summer music camp in Los Angeles. She's a current member of ASCAP. Felice co-manages the vast catalog of music created by her father. It is incredible. Composer Henry Mancini. In 2002, Felice received the Partnership of Professional Awards for her leadership in music education advocacy by the National Association of Music Education, and in 2006, received the Music for Life Award from NAM, the National Association of Music Merchants. So that's my friend Felice Mancini, and since I haven't had a chance to practice on this, I'm hoping that all my memory banks will work on it, but it's a gorgeous song. Go listen to the Carpenters version of it. Sometimes, not often enough, we reflect upon the good things, and those thoughts always center around those we love. And I think about those people who mean so much to me, and for so many years have made me so very happy. And I count the times I have forgotten to say thank you, and just how much I love them. And I think about those people who mean so much to me, and for so many years have made me so very happy. And I count the times I have forgotten to say thank you, and just how much I love them. I love them.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
It's gorgeous. It also has some very emblematic Henry Mancini chords in it, which I love.
Yeah.
It's great. Henry was a mentor for me, a friend. Even after I had broken up with Felice as a relationship, he still was a dear person, and I would take a score to him to look at, and he'd go, "Put some pit strings on that, boy." And you meet. I at least I feel I've met few truly amazingly great people in my life. A lot of great people, but I mean, like one of the great geniuses of all time, and he certainly was that. And loved life, and loved good cigars and good wine and good food, and was very profane and funny. So,
No, it's a beautiful piece of music. I love it. John Mitchell really likes it too.
John Mitchell is a beautiful piece of music.
You are a beautiful piece of music.
All right, so let's see. I think I have another request from Dottie here. I'm going to try this on the electric guitar.
Wandots aren't here. Wanda and Dottie, so we call them, or they made up the name, the Wandots.
No, I think we did.
Or did we make up the name? Wendy and Dottie, so we call them the Wandots. So they're
sort of like
two beautiful
like
people out
Benifer
there.
and those guys,
But
those celebrity names that mix two names together.
Yeah. So.
All right, let's see if I'm in tune. I think I am.
Are you in tune?
Listen to that.
I've been asking that for years. Are you in tune, Gary?
All right, Sylvester Stewart, who became Sly Stone. We talked about him before and how crazy he is, but how talented he is and how wonderful he is, but had a drug problem, and which is sad, but that happens. And he was a musical prodigy. And along with James Brown and Parliament Funkadelic, Sly and the Family Stone were pioneers of late 1960s and early 70s punk. When Bob Marley first played in the USA in 1973 with his band The Wailers, he opened for Sly and the Family Stone. So after moving to the Los Angeles area in the fall of 1969, Stone and his bandmates became heavy users of illegal drugs, cocaine and PCP. Does anybody remember PCP? I think it was an animal tranquilizer or something. So they started recording less, but between summer 1969 and fall 1971, the band released only one single, "Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again," and "Everybody is a Star." Everybody is a star. That's a great song too. The former song was one of the first recordings to employ the heavy, funky beats that would be featured in the funk music of the following decade. It showcased bass player Larry Graham's innovative percussive playing of the bass slapping. He did that with his thumb. It doesn't work quite as well on the guitar, but those big bass strings. Graham said he later developed this technique in an earlier band in order to compensate for the band's lack of a drummer. So in June 1983, Stone was arrested and charged with cocaine possession in Fort Myers, Florida. Sly never grew out of drugs, said ex-wife Silva. He lost his backbone and destroyed his future. Bootsy Collins told Mojo, I feel like Sly just doesn't want to deal with it anymore. It's like he's had it, and it ain't no fun anymore. It's a curse and a blessing. The curse part of it is the business you have to deal with, and the blessing part is you get to be a musician and have fun. Well,
but we all know this one, so we all know this tune that you're going to do, so you better sing it with us. Sing it like you mean it.
Looking at the devil. Oh, I got to turn this on. Looking at the devil. Grinning at his gun. Fingers start shaking. I began to run. Bullets start chasing. I began to stop. We began to wrestle. I was on the top. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Stiff fall in the collar, fluffy in the face, chit chat chatter trying, stuffy in the place. Thank you for the party, but I could never stay. Many things are on my mind, words in the way. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Dance to the music all night long. Everyday people sing a simple song. Mama's so happy, Mama start to cry. Papa's still singing. You can make it if you try. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Flaming eyes of people fear burning into you. Many men are missing much, hating what they do. Yeah. You and truth are making love. Dig it for a starter. Dying young is hard to take. Selling out is harder, yeah. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again. But I better thank you, let me be myself again. I wanna thank you for letting me be myself again, yeah. Thank you for letting me be myself again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So who was singing along to that and moving their body? Raise your hand. Okay.
Who knows the lyrics?
Who knows the lyrics? I don't know. That's a great song. One of my wonderful memories I have of our 30 years together is there was, sadly, I think it was a funeral, and Willie and Sheila and everybody was out from New York. It was all the
our
LA
dear
City.
friends, great actor, the performers, Sheila
But,
Dabney and Willie Barnes.
And they were here, and we were all having dinner, and we started playing that song, and Willie was belting it out, and the kids were young, and they were dancing on the table, and our friend York was, or we were all just, Maya was singing along with him, and it was just, we were just singing to let all the pain go and to open our hearts and to appreciate this person that we had to let go. And it was one of my wonderful memories.
I'll tell you, I don't know whether you know this,
along.
but death sucks.
Yeah, it does.
We had there was a beautiful gal who started working for me when I was living with Felice years ago in the early 80s and late 70s, early 80s. And then when I became a bachelor again, she worked for me, and she, did housekeeping, but just kept everything together. And then when I married Danny and we moved here, she continued to work for us and became just like a grandmother to my kids. And it's just, was a beautiful member of the family. I always told her, don't speak English in the house, speak Spanish, so my kids learn Spanish.
We all speak Spanish.
And she, Consuelo Valdez was her name. I did a little tribute to her a couple of weeks ago, but we just went and saw a viewing of the casket, you know how they do. And that was a very sad day. And then I come home that night, I don't really, I guess when you hit my age and you start to lose people, it gets like, okay. The only good thing about it wasn't me.
Yeah, but sometimes nothing's permanent. The one thing we all know in life. And so, we have to appreciate the things when we're in front of us and learn to love them, because we don't know when they won't be there anymore. And oftentimes we don't say it when they're right in front of you. So I encourage you to reach out to the people that you need to say, I love you to, and just let them know that you see them and you're there.
Well, that was the other bad thing. I come home, so I'm already kind of bummed out about this. And then I'm sitting looking at my phone in bed, and a good friend, really fine songwriter in town, Rick Taylor, R-I-C, Rick Taylor. A lot of you who will know who he is. I know Tara does if she's still here. And he passed away, had a heart attack. Not too much. And, roughly somewhere around my age, I think. I really didn't know how exactly old Rick was, but so my advice to you is all stay alive. Stay fucking alive. If you die, I'll kill you.
Find the gratitude in your heart. I find that, especially what we went through with our daughter when she was, fighting, addiction and, we really didn't think she was going to make it through that. And, so you had to come to peace with that. You may never see them again. And really it's true for everybody. So, find the gratitude of the simple things, the really simple things, like just the way the grass smells, or, like I love it when my dog barks or he brings me his ball.
But not when he barfs.
I don't like it when he barfs. I like Gary to clean that up. Thank you for your input, Gary. It's so special and my heartfelt message.
Well, that was my job. Whenever the kids would barf, it's like I got to clean that up.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of happy memories, and it's, Gary and I, 30 years didn't come easy. We worked hard for it, and it, was always, being able to look at each other, even though you didn't agree, but, find acceptance in the non-agreement and continue to be focused on the love, like, finding a place beyond what good and bad is, but a place where just love lives. So, hi, Karen Sue Davis. We're so happy you're here.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Thank you, honey. That was beautiful.
I love you.
Okay, so.
You ready?
Okay. This is an original song. I didn't get a chance to run over it, so hopefully, again, we'll be okay with it. But it's sort of a little bit autobiographical, but not totally. But enough. As a writer, you embellish. Life is hard and kind of long. Best intentions turn out wrong. Sometimes it seems it's all one big snafu. Greedy landlords, needy kin, look at this mess we're living in. But at least I get to share it all with you. Termites and tax collectors ate us up like a Hannibal Lecter, but we've absorbed 1,000 such attacks. Who could blame us if we just want to relax? Let's grow old and fat together. We can get through that together. Let me pour you one more glass of wine. Let's get cranky, slow, and old together. Put loneliness on hold together. 2 lives living it one day at a time. My complaints are myriad, and you've outlived your last period. But we take whatever's coming down the pike. Greedy payphones, fax machines, and pagers. Ungrateful, mean teenagers, they're damn lucky they made it out alive. Golden years, they ain't so golden. Somehow the roof is pretty much holding. And now you can get replacements for your parts. But no one can replace you in my heart. Let's grow old and fat together. We've done more than that together. Let me pour you one more glass of wine. Let's veg out and get high together. Spitting trouble's eye together. 2 lives chilling it one day at a time. There was my betting on the horses and all our almost divorces. Times you're with someone and yet you feel alone. Though we inherited no blueprint and we did not read the fine print, somehow we built a somewhat happy home. Call it a blessing, not a curse. There's bad stuff, but it could be worse. And we keep our heads up high like a giraffe. And now it only seems to hurt when I laugh. Let's grow old and fat together. We'll say, how about that together? Let me pour you one more half glass of wine. We'll get cranky, slow, and old together. Loneliness on hold together. 2 lives living it one day at a time. 2 lives living it. 2 lives giving it. 2 lives we're betting on. 2 lives getting on. 2 lives walking here. 2 lives talking here. 2 lives making it one day at a time. Oh yeah. 2 hearts living life one day at a time.
John Mitchell has a great comment
What'd he
about that
say?
song. He said, "If John Prine and Jimmy Buffett had a musical, baby, this song would be it."
Oh, that's
I
high praise indeed. Not
And
accurate,
Patty
but thank you.
Silversher wants to know why only a half glass of wine. So I'd be having wine, and Gary would always want to put it on the table. I say, no, put it back in the fridge because I don't want to have easy access to it because it's easy to keep pouring more wine. So I'd make him get up and come back, and he'd say, "Can I just leave it here?" And be like, "No, you got to go put it in the fridge." So we
Well,
go
so she'd
put it
drink a
back.
few
Wait,
glasses.
I'm finishing.
Oh, sorry,
but
baby.
then
Sorry,
I'd say,
baby.
he's like, "Do you want a little more?" And I'd go, "Just a little half glass." So but I'd make him go back and forth. Okay, now
This is
you
how
can
we made it.
talk.
That's how we made it
That's
through the pandemic.
That's how we made it through the pandemic.
Watching Bosch and drinking wine.
Robert, but
We'd
be
wait
like,
for the weed delivery at the door.
that
We
was
did a
it.
video. I'll have to bring that song back, but I did a show that song that I wrote with Greg Prestopino, great friend, great songwriter. He wrote "Break My Stride," the Matthew Wilder tune.
Yeah, that's a great
But
song.
I always hear it making money on some commercial or something. But he had a line called, oh, there it is again, floor 5, lingerie, women's clothes.
I didn't do that.
No, I know it's some kind of warning. It's some kind of
Your phone's gonna die.
no. It's just a note. It's a what did they call it?
Oh,
An alert symbol.
alert. So you didn't turn off your alerts.
No, something.
Everybody loves Bosch, isn't that? If you're from LA and you haven't watched the series Bosch, watch it because it's filmed all over LA.
Yeah, it's a great.
We really enjoyed it. It was one of our favorite.
I like Bosch. I like
ones.
LA Confidential. I like Devil in a Blue Dress. It really tells a lot of
Robert
the story.
Busby's here. Hi, Robert. So glad you're here.
I'm glad you are
Sending
here.
Lots of love. We're
Robert
so
Busby,
thankful.
good to see you. So we got 2 more songs to do here on our anniversary. Well, this is our giving thanks and giving show, but also celebrating our 30th anniversary, my wife Danny and me. This is a song that I like very, very much. It's a song written by Brenda Holloway, Patrice Holloway, Frank Wilson, and Berry Gordy. Now, whether Berry Gordy actually wrote part of it or just put him on because he was the head of Motown, I don't know. You've Made Me So Very Happy. It was first released as a single in 1967 by Brenda Holloway on the Tamla label, which you guys should listen to that version of it. Brenda Holloway had been recording for Motown since 1964, and by 67 had struggled with the label over control of and support for her music. As she was a Los Angeles resident with much of the rest of the Motown roster living near the label's Detroit, Michigan headquarters, Holloway felt overlooked and neglected during her 5 years on the label. In 1967, Holloway was hoping for the release of her long-awaited second album, Hurtin' and Cryin', with her latest single, Just Look What You've Done. Intended as the first single, for unknown reasons, the record was shelved. Shortly after its release, Holloway left Motown, and the song was eventually featured on her second album, The Artistry of Brenda Holloway. After 2 years singing background for acts like Joe Cocker, Holloway retired to marry a preacher and raise a family. By the mid-1990s, she had returned to music full-time. Included when this was in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears recorded it on their eponymous second album. It became one of Blood, Sweat, and Tears' biggest hits, reaching number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States in April 1969. The song was kept from the number 1 spot by Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In by the Fifth Dimension. Blood, Sweat, and Tears founder and keyboard player Al Cooper came up with the idea to cover this song, but he left the group before they recorded it. His replacement, David Clayton Thomas, took over and sang lead on the track. Clayton Thomas explained they had tried it with Al Cooper, but they weren't happy with the vocals, so they never did record it. Then, up at drummer Bobby Columby's house one day, he was playing me a bunch of stuff that they had been considering, and I heard, You've Made Me So Very Happy. I said, whoa, what's that? That's Brenda Holloway. I know that song. So we did it. We did the chart, went into the show, and we played it down at the club, and we ran it up in the studio and recorded it. Blood, Sweat, and Tears closed the Woodstock Festival with this song. So this is one that I probably should have practiced. So here we go. There we go. All right. I lost at love before, got mad and closed the door. But you said, try just once more. I chose you for the one. Now I'm having so much fun. You treated me so kind. I'm about to lose my mind. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. The others were untrue, but when it came to loving you, I'd spend my whole life with you. 'Cause you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always showed me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. Thank you, baby. I love you so much, you see. You're even in my dreams. I can hear, baby, I can hear you calling me. I'm so in love with you. All I ever want to do is thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. You made me so very happy. You made me so very happy, baby. I'm so glad you came into my life. I want to thank you for every day of my life. I want to thank you. You made me so very happy, baby. I want to spend my life thanking you. Thank you, baby. 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 Thank you, baby.
Oh, thank you, baby. That made me so very happy. I love that.
Yeah, that's that line. Good. Well, that's a great song. Thank you.
I know that's a great song, and Gina was singing along. You go, girl! I love
It's a
it.
good song.
I love it when people telling me they're singing along. I just because when there's nothing better than song therapy, just belting it out there. I love it.
Well, this is our last song. I'm going to do
It's
an
our last
original
song.
song. I've done this song a lot on the show,
It's a
but
good song.
this is a song that I'm dedicating to my wife. Actually, I wrote
Aw.
it for her. It's a love song to the fabulous Danny
I
Stockdale,
love
and
that.
I'm very grateful for all of you. I'm very grateful that I get to do this, and have done it for my whole life. I'm very grateful that I have an amazing partner here in Danny, and I'm going to let her do the
Say my
talking to
goodbyes.
finish off. But we love you.
I
Next
love you,
week,
baby.
I'm not sure what it'll be next week, but
We
we're
don't
coming into
know.
the holiday
Well, we're
season,
gonna be
so
recovering. We're going into the holidays, so
going
it's
into the
very important to
holidays.
sing at the top of your
It'll be
lungs.
songs about indigestion.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining us tonight and celebrating with us. Gary and I started doing this out of love, just the two of us, and as we were healing our relationship, we found that it healed a lot of other people. And, I just want to thank you for being part of. I grew up in Hawaii and we call it Ohana. If you've ever seen Lilo and Stitch, you probably know what it means. But in Ohana, it means nobody ever gets left behind, forgotten in this journey of life. So Ohana to me means love, trust, support. It means we are all connected by love, compassion, and strength. And each and every one of you that tune in and sing out loud and share and tell us what you have to say, you understand and you hear us, you hear our wins and our losses, but most importantly, you are part of this energy that holds our love, that surrounds us and keeps us going. So, if you haven't heard it today, I love you and you matter and you are Ohana.
Aloha, my darling. Anyway, thank you so much. Here we go. This is the last song. It's called I Still Love You. Let's see. Did I turn on my reverb? I did. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know if I did. In a trance at first glance, I start falling like summer rain in the sun. Then I part with my heart, I go all in. That's how we two became one. Though at times our souls get tried, there's not one day goes by when I'm not glad that I said I do. For I still love you, even after all this time. I'm so glad that you are mine, and I will love you. Whatever life may put us through, I will still love you. Hand in hand we make plans to grow on and see how high we can climb. Though some years may bring tears, we go on, taking one day at a time. But even when we're on a roll, there's so much we can't control. But worries fade away each time I hold you. And I still love you, though at times my future past seems like it's running by so fast. And I will love you, even if you break my heart in two, I will still love you. Even though have quarreled some, we've surely had our fun. We built a dream and made it come true. So I still love you, even after all this time. I'm so glad that you are mine, and I will love you, whatever life may put us through. One thing I know is true, I will still love you. Thank you so much.